Hi, Bridget Willard here with BridgetWillard.com. Your friend, marketing opinions, your voice, your power, your brand. I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the things my enterprise clients go through, which is the war between organic social media strategy, organic content strategy, and advertising content strategy. So with advertising, you have paid media, you have maybe affiliate marketing, you have radio ads, but you also have pay per click, PPC. So with pay per click, keyword volume is a big deal because it has to do with how you buy your ad spots and how expensive it is. To me, the PPC game is a lot like the stock market. It's big because people say it's big and therefore they write and make campaigns because it's big, which adds to its bigness. Like nobody talks about the PPC bubble or the long tail keyword bubble that's going to break. You just hear about the housing market and all that kind of stuff. But with organic, it's always about being helpful, right? Google has the EAT, expertise, authority, trustworthiness, EAT. So you have that. But really, if you take all the acronyms out, take away PPC, take away keywords, take away keyword cannibalization, take away the way we organize our content, take away all the SEO plugins and what they do, because really having a keyword in Yoast or Rankmath and putting it in that little line and then getting the green lights or the green or the colors with the scores, Rankmath does a percentage. It's all self-reporting. Like I learned this from Jen Miller, next door marketer, a long time ago, how to make a light go green on Yoast. It's all self-reporting. That doesn't have anything to do with how people find you. It could, because it's really like how it really, that keyword tool within an SEO plugin is meant to help you as the writer stay focused on the topic, okay? It's just a tool. It's not connected to Google. It's not helping Google do things. So my enterprise clients often are trying to rank for certain keywords that they spend money on for advertising, which was the total opposite of organic content marketing. So, or even inbound marketing, which is email marketing and those kinds of things, bringing people to you and then emailing them the information. So there's a lot of reasons why you publish articles on your website. We call this a blog. And one of them is so that your content is helpful. So maybe somebody could find you, right? But most websites, at way above 90%, Warren Leonidas talks about this all the time. He teaches SEO. But way above 90% of websites are never found on the first page of Google. And Google isn't the only search engine. Things have become way more complex. Pinterest has its own search engine. Expedia is a search engine. Amazon.com is a search engine. Alexa, Siri, Google on our phones are all search engines because we say, hey Alexa, find right? So, you know, people still search in Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, whatever else people are doing to have a sense of privacy online. News alert, there is no such thing as privacy. All of those are search engines, okay? So that's not necessarily how people find you. But Google is the biggest. And so a lot of people feel that in content marketing, Google is the authority because they have the most amount of space and because they're used so much. However, you have to think about what you're doing. So like if you're worried about this thing that's kind of a privilege, a place of privilege, which is keyword cannibalization, is you have a page that ranks for a certain phrase. A keyword could be a phrase. But another thing, like that you hired me to write, is ranking higher. So to people who think keyword cannibalization is a bad thing, that is bad. That the page on your website that you wrote is terrible, is ranking, and the thing you hired me to write is ranking better. I say, who cares? The people came to your website, be lucky. Or take the learnings from this article and make this page, they're both URLs, make this page, update the copy on this to take the goodness of that and then make this the canonical whatever, okay? So that's all like technical SEO, nerdy nerd stuff, okay? The point is, if you're a small business or an enterprise business, who you're competing with is yourself. When you see it this way, that you don't want certain things of what you're creating to be higher or lower, but that assumes you have control over how people interact with the internet, and that's just wildly not true. And the more technology that comes out, the more untrue it becomes. We come to the internet however we want to come to the internet. People who say they're not on Twitter see screenshots of tweets every day on the news, online in news articles. I mean, in the news, like a TV news broadcast. On Instagram as screenshots. People screenshot and text it to each other. So you could not be on Twitter and still see tweets and still have that affect your buying decisions and your purchasing decisions and your decisions on culture and all of those kinds of things. So this whole idea that we can kind of control how people come to us, that's a really nice, lovely thing that makes you sleep well at night. But at the end of the day, to use a phrase that's overused, the net result is you want people to come to your website. So to me, in my opinion, and the way I think, who cares how they get there? Just be glad they're there. One of the things you can do is to talk to an SEO professional. I'm an SEO copywriter, and I believe that everything that goes on social should tie back to your website, because the website should be the source of truth for all of your communications, because that is the one place you have control over. Instagram could shut down, the government could break it up, Facebook and Meta, whatever, Meta could be broken up. Like, remember AT&T was broken up, and then you had all the pack bells, and then you had you had AT&T, and then AT&T, and then Pac Bell had a wireless company. That was who I was originally had as a carrier. And then AT&T bought that wireless carrier that was really tied to Pac Bell. And then guess what? AT&T is together now. You had, and then you leave AT&T for Sprint, and then Sprint gets bought out by T-Mobile. There's only so much you can control, right? But what you can control is your website. And that's why I believe a website first marketing strategy is really the best, So anyway, keywords. What should you write about then, Bridget? What should you write about if you're not chasing after keywords that's already so busy that you don't even have the budget to compete with those in the first place? Write things that are helpful. This is what the Google helpful content update is trying to do, right? Google wants you to write helpful content because helpful content keeps people on Google. Google doesn't want any clicks, okay? So if you want to be found, be an answer box or be a featured snippet or even in good results on Google Business Places or Business Profile, whatever they call it now. Google drives me crazy. I love Google, okay? But they drive me crazy with how many times they change the names of things. This is a bad part of rebranding. However, let's just stay focused, right? So here's the thing. If people are constantly asking you the same question over and over and over again, number one, that question should go on an FAQ, frequently asked questions page on your website. And number two, every FAQ should be a blog post, because people are asking that question for a reason, because they can't find the answer, right? One of the things I was researching today for a client is I was looking at some of their partner websites and trying to see if their services were limited only to the United States, or were there international countries that they supported. On many of those sites, I could not find that basic question answered. I couldn't find the answer. So, what are people asking you about all the time? Like, I live in Wisconsin now. I have all season tires. Do I need snow tires, or can I drive my front wheel drive sedan with all season tires? Now, if you're a mechanic or a tire shop or Goodyear up here in Wisconsin, that is a great topic for a blog post. So those kinds of things. Answer the questions that are constant. And this goes back to something I'm constantly telling people. And if you have my book, my ebook, If You Don't Mind Your Business, Who Will, I recommend having a journal, just a little notepad. Now you're on the phone with people and they're asking you a question. It's like, man, that's the 5th time somebody asked me what a glue lamp beam was. Then are you talking about it on your website? That's helpful. So instead of trying to hack the system or, be rank this or that, or like not cannibalize yourself. Like, in order to cannibalize yourself, you have to rank in the first place. I'm not saying we need another Donner Party on your website, but I am saying that once you get there, once you get to that point where you're actually in the Sierra Nevadas and you have some choices, then have that discussion. But for now, write answers to questions that people always have about your service, your products, and your company. So, what are you doing in 2023? How are you expanding the content on your website? And if you're using AI, well, that's another video. But the helpful content is discouraging the use of AI. So, might as well hire a writer. I might know one. See ya. Bye.